Hello, my beautiful sacred feminines, and happy International Women's Day. Wow, what an exciting day to be celebrating. And I am thrilled to be utilizing this powerful day, feeling all this sacred feminine energy, just really rocking it out to announce the launch of my brand new program, Women Healing Through Intergenerational Trauma. What does that mean? What is intergenerational trauma? Well, women, for as we know, thousands of years have been on the receiving end of so many different forms of violence, emotional, sexual, psychological, so many different forms of violence, and so many ways that we've been repressed and our energy has been really just shunned and shamed and put down and kept down and stifled and really taken advantage of and not revered and not treated well, to put it mildly. And look at what we're doing to the earth. Look at what's happened. That's a really clear example of the sacred feminine just really not being supported and cherished and celebrated in the way that she should. So we all know what it's like to grow up as women in this society. And I say this society, but I don't mean like I'm in America myself, but I mean in the patriarchal society, which is worldwide. It is so many cultures, so many different. This is a global phenomenon. We are in a patriarchal global society in that sense. So it's reaped it's just had really horrible repercussions for so many of us. And much of it is unconscious. Much of what we're working with, these energies and how they're expressing for us, it's an unconscious experience that we're having. And we don't even know where a lot of these energies came from, hence the intergenerational trauma that we're working with. It passes down through the lineages. It's in our DNA. It's in our mother's DNA. It's in her mother's DNA. It just goes back, because we've inherited this energy, and that changes our physical experience. It changes our emotional experience. It changes our behavioral experience. It changes the way that we relate. It changes the way that these are learned behaviors. So much of what we've seen of our mothers, we've learned from them. We've learned from our other women that we've been around or we've seen in society. They are coming from this repressed state, so we're all just kind of teaching each other these unhealthy behaviors and unhealthy ways of relating, and we're doing the best we can. But let's face it, a lot of it's very unhealthy. There's a lot of codependency. There's a lot of low sense of self-worth. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of bitterness. There's a lot of blaming. There's a lot of victim consciousness and shunning and shaming. So many of us are dealing with physical or sexual abuse issues. So many of us have had this experience in our lifetime. So not only has it trickled down from generations previously with other people, with the women in our families dealing with their own abuse and passing along those unhealthy patterns, because when we're abused and we've been treated badly, we're not healthy people. We're not teaching healthy ways of relating and healthy patterns of thought and expression and creativity and love. We're coming from guarded, hurt, traumatized places, and we're doing the best we can when we're raising our children from these places. But let's face it, it's not going well, right? We all know we did not get the love and the caring and the cherished celebration that we needed as children, because our parents just simply weren't able to do that for us because they're coming from their own wounded places. And that's what intergenerational trauma is. That's what inherited trauma is. That's how it trickles down. They're just sharing what they learned, and it's coming from their parents as well. So that's how we inherit these patterns, these energies. Oftentimes we see ourselves repeating the exact same patterns that our parents did, our mothers did. And we're just like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And yet we're doing them, that's how it works. And it's very unconscious. It's very subtle. We pick up so much of this in our very early ages, ages 0 through 7 is when we're really taking it in, and we have no other choice. We're not fully conscious beings at that point. We're just absorbing all the energy that we're taking in from our family and from our environment, from the school systems, whatever systems that we're in, we're just taking it in. And by the time we recognize what's going on, we've already marinated in it. We're already made of that energy, and we're already repeating the patterns. And now we're just like, oh my gosh, okay, so I have to undo all this. And I don't even know where most of it came from. I don't even know why I'm like this. I don't even know why I'm pissed off. I don't even know why I'm resentful. I don't even know why I'm so sad. I don't even know why I feel so horrible in my body. I don't even know why I'm having such a hard time relating with people. I don't know why I have such low self-esteem. I don't know why I can't tap into my creativity. I don't know why I feel so disconnected from source. I don't know why my heart feels so guarded and so shut down. What happened? What happened? And I'm reading self-help books. I'm doing these teachings. I'm doing these other things. I'm doing all these different healing modalities, and like, I'm still there. I'm still in it, and I just can't get out of it, you know? So whew, it's intense, it's big, it's heavy, it's in the collective, and it's on the planet, you know. It's not just in our own personal experience, but this is, you know, planet-wide experience. It's heavy, dense, fear-based energies that we're just carrying and oftentimes perpetrating, repeating, because we can't get out from under them. So this program that I'm launching today, and I'm so excited to share with you, is about clearing those energies from our physical bodies, our energetic bodies, our minds, our spirits, and really getting deep down underneath these energies. I have found well, there's a number of ways that we're going to work with this. We're going to, you know, we need to approach this from a holistic place. We can't just, that's why a lot of what we've been doing previously doesn't work, because talk therapy, that's great. We can get some sort of understanding, but it's not actually clearing the energy. You know, there's different ways that we can work with things, reading books, you know, we can get the knowledge, but if it's not really embodied, it's not really doing the thing. So I have found, for me personally, and from the other women I've supported and the people I've helped through this, energy healing, sound healing, really getting into the energetics and the frequencies of what we're carrying in our bodies really helps to clear it out. But it's not just that. We also have to write our way into it, like really get into it, because we need to use our minds, you know, we need to do, but writing is also kind of an unconscious thing. When we do automatic writing or therapeutic writing, you're not thinking too much, just seeing what comes out. So that's kind of bypassing the mind, but we're also utilizing the mind. Education, awareness. We need to understand what's going on. That's been a real big part of the problem. Like, we don't know where so much of this energy comes from. I mean, some of us intuitively realize, like, hey, I don't think all of this is mine, you know? I don't think this is all my energy that I'm working with here. So we're awareness, education, understanding the grief and the sorrow that we're carrying that's just been going on for so long. We carry it deep in our bodies, deep in our experience, deep in our, you know, past lives. It's just been, we're just inundated with it, and it's coming out sideways. It's coming out as real wounded feminine, like I touched on earlier, the bitterness, the anger, the resentment, the shutdown, you know, the disconnect. It's coming out. So awareness, we're going to talk about that. Where did these energies come from? We're going to look at the societal systems that we're in and how we've taken on so many of these energies. We're going to look at how it's passed through the families and through the generations and through our lineage. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at what is grief? What is disenfranchised grief? How does that show up for me when it's just so unconscious? Disenfranchised meaning it's not supported by society. It's not recognized, and we're often alone in our pain and our suffering, not knowing where it came from, not knowing how to get a handle on it. Once we understand and have a good education and a mental appreciation of what's going on, we can really start to get a handle on it. So we get that, we get the knowledge, we start writing into what's coming up for us, and then we come in with the energy healing to really clear that stuff out. So we bring it to the consciousness, and then we clear it out. We're also going to utilize ritual and get really into it within our bodies, we're going to tangibly work with these energies, and we're going to clear stuff out in a really powerful way that's very personalized to us. We each have very unique energy bodies. We have very unique experiences. We have very unique ways of viewing the world and working with it, and connecting with teachings and with these experiences. So it's going to be very personalized to you. What is going to help you move through this, you know? So those are kind of the four key elements we're coming at. Like I said, this is a holistic approach, so we're really getting into it, you know, body, mind, spirit. energy body. That's a big key point, I think, is a really key piece that so much has been missing from the way that we're working with things. We got to clear this energy. We have got to clear the energy from our experience, and this is a key piece. We'll also be having group discussions, weekly group discussions, so we can really connect with other women, see what's going on for them, learn from each other, share our wisdom, share what's coming up. It's going to be a really powerful container to really move through this. And this is an intensive program. I want to be really clear about that. These energies didn't come about, just anytime quick. This has been going on for, like I said, thousands of years, and it's going to take some work to move through it. This is the program, like when you're ready to take yourself to the next level, when you are ready to deep dive into your shit, deep dive into the shadow, deep dive into what is really going on here, and do the work. This isn't like we're going to sit back and meditate with some visualizations of pink fluffy clouds filling our aura. That's great. No problem with that. I do that kind of stuff myself. It's lovely. But that's not what this is. This is, we are getting in there. This is serious work, and it's time. It is really time. We are so supported in it right now. The sacred feminine is on the rise, but that means, like, let's get in there, utilize this energy, and fucking clear this shit. Excuse me, but right? Let's do this. So that's a bit of my energy and what I'm bringing to the table here. I am really passionate about this, and I know it takes serious work, and we're talking like numerous hours through the week. So you can check out my the course content, the curriculum, and what's expected of you if you enroll in this class, and what kind of time commitment we're looking at. This is for people that are really ready to do the work, and they are excited about this time commitment. They're excited about putting in the work. They know this is what they need, and they are ready. You're ready to take it to the next level and to seriously move through some stuff. 6 weeks might seem like a long time, but it's nothing when it compares to like how long we've been working with this energy and how embedded it is. So we are going to supercharge it and really get into there and do some things. I'm not promising you're going to be fixed by the time this is done. Hell no. But we're going to get some really powerful leveling up, and we're going to have a really clear understanding of these energies, where they came from, how to move through them. You're going to have the tools to move through when you continue your work as we move on. There's going to be more work when we get done here. I'm not going to lie. This is not some like fix all, end all, be all, but this is giving you the tools, really giving you a new foundation. You'll have a whole new energy body by the time we're done. You get an energy healing session every single week. That is really powerful. If you know the power of energy healing and sound healing, you're going to appreciate what I'm talking about here. So this isn't kids play here. We are really going into it. So you're going to have a whole new energy body by the time we get done here. You're going to have moved through a lot of trauma, a lot of energies, and a lot, anger. And that, let me just touch on that. This is also not for the faint of heart. When we bring the energy up to the surface, we have to work with that energy. Unfortunately, sometimes there's grace and things just go away, and just, oh, there they go. That's lovely. But more often we're kind of confronted with the stuff that we've been repressing for so fucking long. We've been doing all the things to, let's bypass that. I don't really want to look at that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't even know what that is. Where did that come from? I didn't even know I was carrying that. Whose is that? It's going to come out. That's what we're doing here. That's the point, to get this shit out of your body, out of your physical, energetic, mental, emotional bodies. Get it the hell out of there. And so we can move on, so we can grow, so we can be in our power, so we can be who we're here to be, so we can be that strong, powerful, sacred feminine that we came here to be. And it's going to take getting in there. So that's what this program is geared towards. I am a Scorpio. I have 3 planets in Scorpio. I am not messing around here. It's intense. We're deep diving. That's what Scorpio does. And it's all about transformation and intense, deep transformation. So that's what I'm bringing to the table. If this is you, if this speaks to you, if you hear this and go, fuck yeah, I've been waiting for this, head on over to the page and check it out. You'll get all the details. There's so much that I'm forgetting to mention here, but I just wanted to try to keep this a little bit short. There's so much I know I'm missing here, but I'm going to keep sharing about this as we go along. There's a lot to be shared here. Oh, everything is about intention and utilizing the astrological energy. And we are starting this program right in the middle of an eclipse gateway. And they are talking about, if you follow astrology, this eclipse season, they're talking about as the most powerful in a decade. We get 2 to 3 eclipse seasons every year. So if they're talking about the most powerful in a decade, that's pretty freaking big. So that is not an accident. I chose this time because it is going to supercharge what we're doing and seriously rocket us into the next level. So I'm thrilled about that. I'm just thrilled. Eclipses are like amazing transformation anyway. So then we add in this program and it's going to happen. It's going to go. So yeah, I know I'm forgetting things, but I think that's some of the key pieces there. So check out the page. There's so much information on there. I am so passionate about this. 6 weeks. Each week is an energy healing session, sound healing session, really deeply profound. Each week is a group discussion with the other women enrolled in the program. You get access to the community forum, so we can all be talking and sharing about our experiences. You get access to me. You can email me with questions. I am going to hold you through this. This is some powerful stuff, so I will be available to you every day. 2, maybe not every day, 5 days a week. I'm giving myself a couple days off. We need to have boundaries and self-care, right? But I want you to be able to connect with me, and I want to be there to support you. So, writing prompts and exercises, weekly rituals to really guide you into your own experience and personalize this for you. And teachings. We're going to have just psychoeducation, so much knowledge. You're going to learn so much wisdom. That's what I wanted to say. Who am I? Who am I to be guiding you through this amazing adventure, right? Okay, well, that's all on my website too. But I have, aside from years of my own personal work and my spiritual growth and working with a teacher and just doing so much personal growth, like, oh my gosh, really? Yeah. I have education to back all of this up. I've been doing schooling for years, and my master's is in thanatology, which is the study of death, dying, and bereavement. So this is about grief. The grief that we are carrying, people don't really necessarily think about it as grief, but that's what it is. We're carrying all this grief and sorrow from generations and generations, and we're just trying to get through as best we can. But so my passion for my grief support and my bereavement support is this non-death loss. We've lost so much. Women have lost so much. We've lost ourselves. We've lost our power. We've lost our sexuality. We've lost our creativity. We've lost healthy ways of relating. We've lost confidence, courage. We've lost love, open hearts, being able to give and receive love in a healthy way. We've lost so much. So non-death loss. And because of all of that loss, it's not like we sit down and go, oh, I'm grieving the loss of my heart. Maybe we don't have that conscious thought, but that's what's going on. And it's coming out sideways. It's coming out wounded, feminine, really unhealthy patterns and expressions and anger. For me personally, I spent a long time tapping into this deep anger that I didn't even know was there. But it was expressing in really strange ways. I didn't think that I was an angry person, because on the outside, I'm like joyful but whoa, pissed off. Fucking pissed off underneath there, pissed off at a lot of things, pissed off at unhealthy relationships, pissed off at not being able to connect with my sexuality in a healthy way, pissed off for feeling so repressed, pissed off for feeling so small and having to hide myself. So that's the grief piece that I'm bringing in, that I recognize is key. Once I started learning about grief and understanding what was going on, it was a game changer for me. So, but I explained so much more of that on the page. I am trying to keep this short, but I can see I can talk a lot. So, and I'm just so passionate. So yeah, I bring years of energy healing experience and sound healing. So that's who I am. That's what I bring to the table. And if you hadn't figured it out, I bring my passion and just like, wow, really rocking it. I want you to be free from that fear-based, unhealthy way of being in the world. All that's keeping you small, all that's keeping you from being in your full potential, all that's keeping you from living the life that you want to live, from living from your heart-based, not guarded and shut down and in fear. Oh, my little computer screen just went off. Scared me. I'm like, oh, I hope I didn't just lose all that. But no, I'm here. You're here. That's my vision for us, is to be strong, powerful, healthy, sacred feminines, just rocking it and bringing it for the next generations, right? All the women that come after us, all the girls, all the young people that are growing up right now, let's teach them, let's raise them, let's bring this powerful, sacred feminine energy. Let's support the land, the Mother Earth, a beautiful mother. Let's connect with those energies and just really like be in our power and bring that up. So I'm getting myself excited. Okay, that's where I'm coming from. If you're feeling it, check out the page. It describes so much more. Enroll now. You've got we start date on April 23rd, again right in the middle of eclipse, right after the first Aries new moon. Is it the Aries new moon? Yeah, first Aries new moon, in between the two eclipses. So right there. Yeah, check it out. I'm so excited to connect with you, and stay tuned for so much more information. I'll keep sharing about what we're going to be learning and discussing and going through, and a lot about ancestral trauma, how it's showing up for you, wounded feminine, how that's showing up for you, healthy feminine, what we're moving towards, so much. So, happy Women's Day to you. What a gorgeous way to celebrate. I'm so excited. Let's rock this thing out together, and thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. I will talk to you soon.